Well, g'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Alright, today we're just doing a quick garden tour, so I'll take you through, give you looks, you can see whereabouts it's all at. Alright, off we go. As per usual, we'll start with the long bed. Alright, jalapenos, absolutely kicking it. Starting to get some flowers on there, so very happy with them. This little sunflower's about to open. That looks like it's one of the red scented ones. My cucumbers, yeah, I don't know. The seeds have come up on the second round or the third round. We'll see what happens there. Apollo tomato, still got a couple of tomatoes there. They're not moving too quick this week. It's been pretty cold. Again, jalapenos, garlic scattered throughout. Okay, that's our performe abruzzi, left over from the first planting. So, you know, it's coming along and starting to set flowers, apart from that weird one. That's our little performe abruzzi. That's coming along. Oregano covered by birds again. Garlic popping its head up. Jalapenos. That one is the Gross Lizzie. Looks like we've had a couple flowers, so hopefully it'll start setting fruit soon. Okay, again that little zucchini at the back. You know, I just don't think that back section is just doing as well as everything else. I mean, compare that to this. You know, planted at the same time. So yeah, this one's, as you can see, it's starting to set fruit. That one is stunted. Okay, zucchinis. I have harvested a zucchini, and that one was for my granddaughter. So that one there's about ready to harvest. That'll be ready to harvest soon, and I'll be pollinating that one tomorrow. So they're coming along. Nonna's Italian, our little weird fella, he's still kicking in there. You know, they're not setting the world on fire, that's for sure, but they're coming up. Our little Rose de Marmande, it's starting to flower, which is great. This zucchini here, the top died out of it, and it's now got something like 3 or 4 laterals coming out, and I don't know what it's gonna do, but we'll let it struggle along. Eggplant, still doing good. Our one surviving pepper in the main bed, not really moving. Okay, golden nuggets, yeah, hanging in. Again, cold week this week, so nothing's really moved. That little golden nugget there, absolutely beauty. It's got that fruit there, that one down the bottom there, so that's coming along. Alright, Amish Pace, still kicking goals. We're up above the fence, needs another tie on this end one, so doing great. Grandma pumpkins, this one's starting to send off the tendril now. That one will be sending it soon. This one's kicking it with the tendril. And that one's not tendril on yet, but it's got good colour to it, so that one's great. That little eggplant, yeah, not doing too much, but it's got a lot of heavy feeders around it, and that's part of being in that small space. The butternuts, they're looking great, they're coming along. Cucumber melons, little ones still aren't getting going. Actually lost a little one to birds, another little one there. This one on the end is just going fantastic. This one's heading up, that one's heading up. Need to train some of these runners. So that all goes up. But yeah, come along great. Alright, kale bed. Haven't done anything here. I might pick some out. If I get some other vegetables, I might pick some out and see how we go. Alright, the buckets are planted during the week. No action yet, but that's not surprising. Okay, sweet potato. That'll be about ready to move out of the shade. The pepino sitting in the shade because it's just gone out. Cranberry sitting in the shade, and the yak on. Oh well, these things happen. All right. Oh, look at that. We have a bee, and he's gone. Sunflowers looking great. Spinach still heading up to seed. We have spring onions starting to come up. Nothing in this front section, so I might replant this front section for spring onion. We have one of the red scented sunflowers starting to pop out. Corn bed, it's popped up, looking great. You can see where I put some of that mineral fertilizer on it, so very happy there. Violet Queens keeps getting grazed on by Astrid. I've snapped some of the old leaves off so I can try and get some more sunlight in there and drive a bit more to flower. So we'll see what happens with that. So hopefully with some more sunlight exposure we're going to get a bit more flowering. Okay, the Pak Choy, really need to save these seeds. These ones are completely dry. I want to get them off before they split and put seeds everywhere. Lazy housewife going bonkers. So it's really starting to kick it up, heading towards the second flush. Really happy with that. You can see there's little flowers starting to pop out everywhere. So we'll be getting another flush off that soon. The Pimply Squash. It's a mountain of a thing. You know, there is a planter underneath all that. And we have this fella here. It's huge. And it's starting to get its pimples, so hopefully it's gonna start turning to yellow soon and be ready for me to eat it. One I fertilized the other day, coming along great, and just waiting for some more females to pop up. Okay, San Marzanos. Now this is actually the one that I was saying about. You can see there, got a bit of rot on the end of that. So it's not set in heavy yet, it's just starting. It's the only fruit doing it, but I want to beat it happening. So here we have our powdered milk mix, and all we're going to do, it's a very weak mix of powdered milk, and I'm just using it to spray the leaves. Those new leaves up the top will take the nutrients in quicker and easier, and it doesn't have as far to travel. Okay, you can see how weak it is by the bits that are dripping down. Very weak mixture of milk. So it's mainly water, that little bit of milk in it. And while I'm doing it, I'll go through and I'll spray all the tomatoes with it, and if I've got any left over, I'll spray the pumpkins and that sort of thing, make sure everything's got the calcium it needs. Okay, our peppers in here, doing great. Still not flowering yet. There's one over this side that keeps getting beat up. It's coming along. Couple of nice little baby blue pumpkins in there. Our big boy over here, I've taken the ones that weren't growing, I've taken the one that wasn't growing off here, and we've got a new flowered female, so hopefully that'll work, and this lot will go out to the chickens. We have our weeby littles, and look at the pumpkins hiding in this thing. It's awesome. Now, having never grown weeby littles before, you can see here I am starting to get a bit of colour fade there, and I'm hoping this one's going to be ready. And I might actually pick it to test it, because that's going to be a bit of knowledge gain for me. If it's not ready, oh well, I lose a little pumpkin. If it is ready, great, I get a meal. So that one could quite well get picked. San Marzano's in here, as you can see, really heavy with fruit. No blossom end right on it at the moment, but yeah, looking great. Other little weeby littles coming up great. That one tucked in there. Yeah, it may do something, it may not. Okay, a yellow sunflower. Pretty, aren't they? And up here we have one of the red scented ones. Now, once these have set seed, then the seed will go out to the chickens. You know, they can attract the bees for this time, but there's absolutely no need to waste them. The chickens will absolutely love cleaning those up. Last off out here is the potatoes. As you can see, it's starting to get to the point where it's drying down. It's all starting to die, it's starting to yellow. But I'm not 100% sure that it's done yet. So what we're gonna do, take one of these. This is the one that's had the worst dieback in it. You can see there's quite a few died back. We'll take that one and turn it out and see where we're up to. Okay, what do we have? Oh, see, that's where that died off one was. Now these aren't impressive potatoes by any means, and they're only a little new potato, but they're gonna eat real well. And they aren't a large potato anyway. And there we go, the one that was still growing has a couple of decent sized spuds on it. You see, that's where it was still growing. So I think we would have been better off leaving it be. So in answer to the question of do we harvest now or do we keep going, we keep going. So that's not a huge harvest, but there's certainly a couple of side dishes for me out of it. And when you think about it, we only started with potatoes about this size. So this one had 3 potatoes in it, and it was the potatoes that were hardened off. So yeah, I'm really happy with the result. As I said, the one that was still growing would have put some more size in the spuds. So that answers the question, and the rest of them need to stay there for now. I will likely mix all this up, pull all the potatoes out, and go in for another round. See if I can get another bunch through before the end of the year. Okay, last part of the garden tour. Now it is a bit past their bedtime, so we're probably all in bed in here, in our 3/4 finished coop. There we go. There's the girls. Down the bottom we have no frills. Up the top we have Frilly and her girls. So, bit of food for everyone. Everyone's shot out for a bit of seed. So they get some chick crumbs, and we also have the scratch going for them. And as per normal with chickens, we have a bunch of straw sitting in our water. And this is my friendly girl. This is Frilly. Frilly. Okay, thank you very much everyone for watching. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit that little bell notification so you can see more of these lovely little lads and lassies. The beautiful Frilly. No frills, who's hiding over there. Bob and Dusty, who want to come play with chickens. Alright, again, thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.